With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The numbers for Mixon last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. The CD, you know, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you. I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well. They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This defense for the Chiefs,
I don't even know what that is.
Last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a blowout team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need to take the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal.
That's pretty fucking cool.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. The early turnover.
I'm gonna get my
Pearson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Yep.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
I'll go ahead and play mine, get my ass whooped, get by playing all the way through.
Right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Sometimes I get beat.
City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the...
I believe I'm in my 10th week. I'm playing Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, I'm assistant.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
Holding offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back to Mixon on second down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now, Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Week 13 here in the NFL. First weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now. And we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a 2nd straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. On 2nd and 7. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams, the Bengals and Chiefs, they met twice a year ago, and it was the young Bengals prevailing both times. The first, Week 17 in Cincinnati. The Bengals coming through in overtime 34-31. And then, of course, the AFC title game, the big one. The Chiefs up 21-3 at one point. The Bengals charge back. They win at 27-24 and punch their ticket to Super Bowl 56.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
But Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Yeah, they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Protection certainly going to
well, I'm playing this Madden, quiet as hell.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow.
Oh.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds.
I gotta kick a fucking field goal.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every
50-yard field goal, 50-yard field goal.
Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
McPherson's kick.
And it's good. Let's kick to 50. First time ever.
We reach halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Marcus Mariota, strong in the victory, as his guys managed to cobble together their 3rd win in an otherwise dismal campaign. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Deebo Samuel, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. J.K. Dobbins, a touchdown run in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something?
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the launch fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice job there on the escape and scramble of 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taking it about the 1. Williams now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Burrow looking to pass. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Oh, shit.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Jones able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts it into this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. Nobody sees the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's got it. And he's brought down. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
McPherson on for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. And now here comes Kansas City. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, looking at up here, those guys on the field are learning everywhere on the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Nice hit.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Get it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning
Good
point
shit.
they need. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Cincinnati set to take over once again. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got some space there. 66 yards rushing for
Almost took that to the house.
16 times.
We'll definitely see some.
I needed that, boy. That'd have been big if I took that to the house.
That shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Okay. A real good pass play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Burrow will throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Inside handoff to Mixon.
Uh-oh.
A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Mixon again, and I don't think he got in. He did not. They marked him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And Burrow going to keep it himself. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Most definitely will, bro. You too, bro.
The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could have been important 2 points. It gets it back within a field goal.
I ain't going nowhere.
After the touchdown, McPherson
I'm down 3 points. 28-25, man. 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Can I pull this shit off?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll
Shit.
down at the 39. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
It ain't looking good. I need these guys to punt the ball to me, man.
After giving up the 1st down. A shotgun.
This motherfucker just running all over the place. Son of a bitch.
Way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I lost this game. It's cool.
Now Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of a yard.
I take a 3-point loss.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A fucking game, man.